All right, let's look at the possible solutions for the paper 1, November 2025. Mathematical literacy. Okay, let's go straight to question number 1. Table 1 below shows the prices of some food items in 3 cities of South Africa, namely Johannesburg, Durban, and Cape Town. So this table shows these values here. Now, the first question that we have there, it says, name the city where the cost of white sugar is the highest. First, look for the white sugar. White sugar is here. These are quantities. These are the costs for the cities. So where is it the highest? This is 229 and 223. So this other side here, it was Cape Town. And the answer became Cape Town. Cape Town. Okay. The answer is Cape Town. The other question says, calculate the cost of carrots per kilogram in Johannesburg. So what you do, come here, look for carrots. Look for carrots. We find the carrots. Where are they? They are here. Now we are looking per. That is said in Johannesburg. So simply meaning we are looking for the cost of carrots per kilogram, meaning we are going to get the cost per kilogram. So we are going to get the price, we divide it by 5, by the number of, so this was supposed to be 41 divided by 5, and you get your answer as 8 rands 20 cents per kilogram. Okay. Determine a unit ratio rounded to 3 decimal places. The price of eggs in Cape Town to the price of eggs in Durban. Take note of that. Number 1, we shall mark the order. Number 2, the simplification. So let's go to the diagram and you see eggs. Eggs are here. So in Durban and Cape Town. So 169. So we have 169, 52. Remember they said, the order matters. Cape Town, start with the price in Cape Town, we shall say. The price in Cape Town is 165.52 cents to 169.62. We want this to become 1. What do? We divide through by this number here. We divide this through by that number, the same number in that you get it. So this one will push us to have 1 is 2. So you find this. Pick your calculator. Pick your calculator and you press the value there, comma 62 divided by 165.52. And the answer, make it as they say, to 3 decimal places. So we have it has to be 1,025. Calculate the total price of all food in Johannesburg for all the food items in Johannesburg. Meaning we are going to add all this money in Johannesburg. Let's see what we're going to do. So you bring here your calculator. You start adding. So it's 18 18,7, sorry, 18,07 plus 111 rands 59 plus 41, we are adding everything. That's what they have told us to do. Plus 223,23 plus 52,38 plus 108,96 plus 163,31. And the answer became 964,04. And 4 cents, that's the answer there. We've added everything up. Okay. We go to the other question. Calculate just got the answer for that. 1.1.2 talks of matching. Talks of what? Matching. Okay. Compound interest, hire purchase, debit order, organizing data. So of which one do we identify the identification of the type of data, summary of money that is loaned by the bank, good products and services, interest charged on an amount due to inclusive of interest charged to date. Okay. The bank product that allows you to buy goods partially, pay them at the end of the month. Arrangement whereby you give permission to a third party to withdraw. Now, let's say inclusive of interest. This is compound interest. Compound interest. Then some sum of money that is loaned by the bank or money lender. No, this would have been a loan. Goods and services such as furniture, this would be hire purchase. Hire purchase. Then we come to a bank product. This is debit order. Debit order. Debit order. Then we have an arrangement. Sorry. The debit order is this one. An arrangement. This is the debit order. Debit order. Complete a frequency table using raw data. Complete a frequency table using raw data. Organizing data. Then interest charged on the principal amount resulting the same interest. This could have been simple interest. All right. Okay. Compound interest. So compound interest, we are saying it's D, inclusive of. Then hire purchase. Goods and products such as furniture that can be purchased using a long-term lease or agreement. Let's say C. Debit order, an arrangement, permission, we said it's F. And organizing data, we can call it frequency table. Complete a frequency table. Organizing data. Frequency table using your data. Okay. And it's G. Okay, we go on 1.3. It's a table again. We have a table there that we have to look at and understand what's going on. Okay, write down. They're telling us write down the population group with the lowest number of females. Come to your table there. Lowest number of females. We come here, we check. Females are here. The lowest number is this one here. And they are Indians. So we shall say Indian or Asian. Indians or Asians. Okay. State whether the total number of people in the table above represents discrete or continuous data. This is discrete. Discrete because we are looking at humans. Discrete data. Then name the name the type of instrument used to collect the above data. The instrument could have been what? Questionnaire. A questionnaire. Okay. Identify the number of South African population for 2022. Identify the number. Definitely the number is this one here of South African population. The total number, it's this one here. So we shall write it down and say 60,604,000. Total number, so we are saying 60,604,992. The total number of Black South Africans is 49,070,809. What do we do? If you want, they are saying write down the number in numerals without using words. So they said 49 million, meaning we should have 6 zeros here. 49 million. 70,000. How do we write 70,000? We write it like that. 70,000. 800. 809. This is how, if you want to understand what's happening. So this is a 9, this is a 0, 8, 0, 7, 0. Then 7, 0, then we have 9, 4. So the answer is supposed to be 9, 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9. All right, here we go. Express the number of white males as a percentage of the total number of males, white males. So what we're going to do, we come here, we ask us how many white males are there? See, 2,024,000, so 242,589. So what we're going to do, we're going to say, pick that number for the whites. Pick the number for the whites. Divided by the total number times 100 because you're looking for the percentage. And you end up having 7. 2242,589 divided by 2962,489. 882 times 100. This brings us to the end of question number 1. We'll look at question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. It says, in South Africa, employees need to pay income tax based on their earnings. Right. Based on their earnings. So, let's understand this. This is it. This is the table. We shall look at the questions. 2.1.1. Write the acronym UIF in words. So here we shall say U, it stands for unemployment. Unemployment. The I is for insurance. And the F is for fund. That's what it stands for. Name the institution that collects tax on behalf of the government of South Africa. Institution is called SARS. You can call it what? South African Revenue Services. Okay, we'll continue. Now here we're going to say, determine the employer contribution towards the medical aid if the employer contributes 1/3 of the total contribution. Now we are looking at if the employer, so 1/3, which is, sorry, yeah, 1/3, yeah. 1/3 is 1/3 of the total medical aid. What is it? So we have to go back to our table or the chart given to us and we look at medical aid. When you look at medical aid here, the person who pays this much. You see that? So 1/3 of this is by the employer. So we come back and say it's 1/3 of the total medical aid payment made, which will become 1/3 of 2,531, comma. Okay, put it in the calculator, we find out it's 1/3 times 2,531,54. So we have the answer as 843 rands 85 cents. Okay, write down the missing value A from the monthly pay deductions. Let's go to the answer sheet now. That's where they want us to be. So you're saying, write down the missing number A from the monthly pay deduction table in annexure A. So here, what is missing here? It's tax pay. We are going to use the table without calculations. So how do we use the table? The person here, the age is 42. Age is 42. The person earns a gross salary of 35,000. You see that? So we come and see 42, it's below. 42 is below 65. Now the person earns 30. Here we go. Monthly remuneration, monthly payment. The person is here. So how much will they pay? They have to get 6,298. So here the value of A equals to 6,000. 298. Can I get the missing value B? Let's check on B. What is in B? B, the net salary here. Meaning, what is net? Net, you get your gross minus what? Deductions. Minus deductions. That simply means we've got the value of A. We got the value of A. So we need to replace A in that we get a perfect answer. Okay, we've got it 6,000. 6,000. A is 6,298. Together, let's first add them up. So because I need to see my B. So this is going to be 35 minus the total. So we shall say 1772 plus 6298 plus 2531. $54. So we mean we are going to subtract 9,000 and the 6, 66. We subtract that and we say 'The net salary is 25,999.93. So the net pay is 35,000 minus 9,066. Answer became 25,993. So Mr. She stated that she's overpaid in tax. Overpaid in tax. Now, if you read very well here, it says she does not contribute to pension fund. Hence, her gross salary is her taxable income, meaning it's already taxable income. However, this is the gross salary that we see here. It's monthly. It has to become annual. So we're going to say times 12. Times 12. So we pick up here. Let me do this this side. We're proving the tax. Now, we said we shall get the money that she gets every month. Multiply it by 12. What answer do we get? We have 420,000 together. That's the first step that you have to do. So where does it belong? It belongs to block number 3. We're not interested in this. However, we need this number here. So what we're going to do, pick that 77362 plus 0.31, open brackets, put the money that you've got, minus this amount of money that is here, this amount here. So you may put that, oh, actually I would have used it in a line here. Let me use this. Plus 0.31, open brackets, minus 3. So having done that, simplify the number that you have in the brackets. I believe you will get something to do with the number from the bracket. It's 49,500. As it is now, put it in a calculator. 77,362 plus 0.1 times 49,500. We end up having 92. So here we subtract the rebate, which is what? Let's subtract the rebate. 97. No, 92702 minus 17,235. We end up having 75,400. What? 17. So this we divide by 2. Seven, not 2. This is a 7. So the answer also changes a bit. Answer becomes 72. So divide by 12, 57. So we have we have 6,289. 3. Remember the claim was, she says that she's overcharged. So the claim is what? Invalid. Let's go to question number 2.2. All right, this is how it will be marked. One, do you have the annual taxable income? Well and good. Did you pick the right bracket? Yes, well and good. Did you solve or simplify? Well and good. Subtracting of the rebate. Dividing. Getting the answer, dividing it by 12. Get your final answer there. And the statement, whether the statement was correct or it was invalid. Invalid. Okay, question number, we are looking at question number 2.2. Mm-hmm. 2.2 says, 2.2.1, calculate the percentage savings. Actually, it starts from up here. It says, Mr. Miro David travels to work by bus. Below shows the information on the metro bus services in Johannesburg for three categories of passengers traveling by bus: adults, children, and pensioners. Calculate the percentage savings. Calculate the percentage savings a pensioner receives per bus trip. First and foremost, you're going to say the savings. What do we mean? We are going to look at this. We're going to see how much does she save, because the pensioner only pays this much. So how much is the savings there? So we need to know the difference. All right. So we are going to say the 14 rands, comma, or the 14 rands 2 cents, 20 cents, not 2 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents minus the 4 rand, 20 cents. You get a difference of 10. So how much have they saved? So of what? So it will be out of times 100. We are looking for percentage saving. And this will give us 70, 42%. 10 over 14, that much times 100. Okay. Determine the amount of Miro. Determine the amount Miro will save per trip if she buys a monthly package instead of a daily package. How much will she save? So first and foremost, determine how much she will save if she buys a monthly package instead of, so daily, we shall take it to be 30 days in a month. Daily, she will save per trip. Per trip. So, remember, they talked about okay, monthly, it caters for 44 trips. Right? Monthly, this one here caters for 44. Now, this is daily, one trip. If she's going to cover also 44 daily, so she'll say 44 times 14, comma. You see that? Because we're going to compare that there. 44, 44 trips. One trip. So now we shall take it to be, because we are considering monthly. Monthly has 44 trips. Then daily, it's what? A trip. Meaning, we shall compare the two and we find out and say, determine the amount Miro will save per trip if she buys a monthly package instead of a daily trip package. So daily, if we are going to compare 44 trips, how much will you have saved? So we say that and we find out 14 By the way, you would have done this also. Let's do that the easiest way. So in a month, how much is each? So shall say 465, divided by 44 trips. So we get that 465, 60 divided by 44. So a single trip in the monthly, it costs this much. This is per trip. Then we have to subtract the daily because also this is one trip. We have to subtract this. So we shall say, we shall say 14 rands 20 cents minus 10 rands 58. 10 rands 58. So believe me or not, you would have saved 3 rands per trip. 3 rands 62. Okay. Write down the probability of a 10-year-old child purchasing a weekly package with the 12 trips. So we come here, 12 trips, 10-year-old, there's nothing. So it's simply meaning it's what? Impossible. It's possible, or you can say it's 0, It's 0%. Johannesburg Metro introduced a compulsory card payment system. All passengers will be required to purchase the Metro bus card worth 35 rands to activate the card. They will then have to upload trip fares according to the different available trip package. Miro purchased a bus memory card with an uploaded trip package to the total value of 416 rands 30 cents. Calculate the maximum number of weekly trips can Miro take note of that. We are looking at weekly trips. First and foremost, get the money minus the 35 rands. Because that was it's not part of the bus, but it's to activate. So when you subtract that, we end up having 381,3 divided by. So we're going to divide. How much is a weekly trips? 12 weekly, 10 weekly trips, 12 weekly trips. So now we are looking at this person, how much will he buy? Now they told us maximum number of weekly trips can take using this card. Let me see different, they never told us because there are two kinds of weekly trips. 10, there's the one for 10 trips, the weekly one. Then there's another weekly one here. How many will he take? This is the 12 one. Oh, anyway, let's come here. We shall divide with one of them and you see. If he uses the 10, we shall divide by this much. Now 381, 30 divided by 10,6. So here we have 3, these are the weekly 10 trips. Then if it's the 12 one, we shall divide with weekly trips. The 12 trips, how much is it? 127. How many weekly trips? 127. 10 cent. Which one? This one brings to three. 3 weekly trips. 12 weekly trips. Means there'll be 36 of them in the 3 weeks. Because if you pay this, you get 12 trips in that week. And if you pay this, you get 10 trips. All right. Calculate the maximum number of weekly trips Miro can take using this. Question number 3. Calculate the median percentage for male social media users. Median. What do? We arrange. Male. Calculate the median percentage for male social users. So we have to look at these are the male users here. Arrange, because we're looking for median. Arrange it in simplified ascending order. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See that? So we are going to arrange, we've already arranged them. We'll come here and say, ascending order, we say, we have a 43, 46, 51, 54, 56, 57. Median is not yet over. How many are they? They are 6. That means we're going to remain with 2 numbers in between. Because this goes with that, this goes with this, and now we are remaining with the 2 numbers. So meaning it's 51 plus 54. Please divide them by 2. And the answer became 52.5%. This is the median percentage. All right. Determine as a decimal the probability of randomly selecting a social media platform where the female users were fewer than the male users. Let's look at that. Fewer than the male users. Okay. By the way, you can just check the percent because these percentages, when you add them, they should add up to 100%. Like, for example, if you add this, and that should give you 100%. Then 51 plus 49. Don't you see? It's 100%. So the easiest way is to look at the lower. Let's look at the percentage. So here we have 1, 2. Here there were more. 3 and 4 out of 6. Fewer than. So we have 4 out of 6 times 100. Sorry, as a decimal, not as a percentage. As a decimal, please. Just get that. My bad. We said 4 over 6. And to press that, this one gives you 0.67. Okay. Pezeka is interested in the number of male and female Snapchat users. Determine the total number of Snapchat users. Total number of Snapchat users. So what are we going to do? total number of Snapchat users. But remember, the male are missing. Had we had the male, we were supposed to add this plus this. But then if they're telling us that we have 54% of the total users are female and they equal to 405 million. So it's easy for us to get, meaning it means 54% of a certain number should give you 405. What is the number? You see that? So to make your life easy, turn this into a decimal. What do I mean? 54% is the same as 0, comma, times a given number. Let's call it Q. Should give me 405. So if I'm looking for the unknown, what am I going to do? I'm going to divide through by this. I divide through by this. This goes with that. So my number there becomes 750. Don't forget we are dealing with millions. I don't need to write all those numbers there. Okay. Fezzik stated that the difference between the number of females and male Snapchat users is this much. The difference between the number of females and the male chat users. So what can we do here? Let's see. We look at their percentages and we see. We have 54, we have 46. So we shall say 54 minus 46 equals to what? 54 minus 46, it gives you 8. So if it gives you 8, can it be 8%? You say 8% of 750. Which becomes 60 million. Or look for the number of male, because it's not there, which becomes 750 minus the number of females, which is what? 0, 4. So this becomes 300 and what? So these are the males. Remember, we are looking for the difference. Okay, so the difference is going to be 405 minus 345. Which is what? 60. So statement is what? It is invalid. Oh, don't forget we are looking at millions. Three point two. 3.2. Name the type of graph on the answer sheet. What kind of graph is this? It's called what? A stack graph. Together? Someone could have called also a bar graph, but that's a stack. Specifically, it's a stack. So it has bars. Sections are stacked on one another. They are on top of one another. A stack of bars. Okay. Write down the name of two provinces that had the same number of LTE device during 2021. Same number of LTE devices during 2021. Now, 2021 is a shaded one with this one here. So which one had the same number? It's the purple. Eh? It's Limpopo and Northwest. And you check very well on this line here. Follow the line, follow the line. So which two provinces, you see? All right. What we shall see here, we see that there are two pairs of provinces. Ne? When you look at very well, we have Limpopo and Northwest, then Eastern Cape and Mpumalanga. So here we are saying write down the names of two provinces that have the same number of during 2021. Remember, 2021 is the one which is shaded like this with these squares. Sorry, with these lines. That's 2021. So we've found out that there are two pairs. We are saying Limpopo and Northwest. Then Mpumalanga and East London. Pick one pair. Determine the number of LTE devices in Limpopo during 2022. You come here, Limpopo 2022, it's a space one here. Now, what you're going to do for me, look, it starts at this moment. Sorry, it starts from here. It ends there. We find out how many lines do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each line is representing 1 million. So how many lines do we have here? Now, if this is 10, this is what? 11. It started from here. What is it? We say 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 4. So what is the difference there? It's 7. So the answer is supposed to be, the answer was supposed to be 11 minus 4, you get 7. Don't forget to put the word what? Million, if you don't want to write those values. But even someone who did this, they are right. Okay. Calculate the range. What is range? Range equals to the max minus mean, which equals to max minus mean and devices in 2021. So we shall go there, check on the answer book. The highest in 2021, it's this much. If this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the highest is what? 16. Versus the lowest, which is what? 1. This is 1 million. So the first line. So we shall go there. And say, we shall go there and say 16 minus 1, and the answer becomes 15. But remember, they are millions. Okay. The data below represents the number of LTE devices for two provinces during 2023. That has been omitted in the graph. We have 11 million and 5.5. Sorry, 5.5 million. Okay. Determine, use the above to complete the graph answer. Now, one is for KwaZulu-Natal, the other is Mpumalanga. And when you look at them, they're the only ones without the dark part. So they want you to put the dark. So KwaZulu-Natal, they are telling us it's 11 million. So meaning you're going to add, this is approximately 2.5 million. If you add on 11, you get 31.5. So it will be in between there. So please, you draw the line using a straight ruler, please. Then you shade up this. Comes 31.5. It's somewhere there. Eh? Okay. Then the KwaZulu-Natal 5.5, we are going to say, what is the gap there? 5.5. You say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the gap is around there. So this is it. That's how we are supposed to do it. Okay, we continue to a question that we need to go to. It says determine as a fraction the probability of randomly selecting a province that has a total number of LTE devices less than 8 million for the 3 years. Less than 8 million for the 3 years. Now, when you look at this bar, one bar like it represents 3 years. Ne? So less than 8 million. Look at these numbers. These ones are less than 8 million because 8 is here. This is 10, 9, 8. So any graph that's below this, it's below 8. So we have 1, 2. Out of how many? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our answer is 2 out of 9. Together? As a fraction. That's what they said, as a fraction. So you leave it like that. We look at question number 4. Question number 4, we are entering finance. Question number 4 says Monwabis operates a trailer rental business. His rental costs for hiring a trailer are listed below. 1,000 refundable deposits per trailer if there is no damage to the trailer. 350 per day per small trailer and 500 per day per large trailer. Below shows the rental costs of the trailer, including the deposit. Okay, that is it. So we look at question number 1. Write down the formula to calculate the rental cost, including deposit for a large trailer. First and foremost, including deposit. What are you going to say? 1,000 is the deposit. Plus 500 times the number of what? Days. Not trailers, but number of days. Calculate the missing value of B. When you look at our table here, B is under small. So what could it be? In other words, they are telling us it's 1,000 plus 350 times the number of days, which were 5. Which were 5. Let's do that. So we multiply here by 5. So this is the same as 1,000 plus 1.7. 1,000 plus 350 times 500 plus, so which became what? 2,750. Missing value of B. All right. On 12th December 2024, Monwabis rented out 2 small trailers. Take note of that. 2 small, then 6 large. All right. One of the trailer was returned with a damaged rear light. Will now be stated that his total income after refunding the deposit amounted to 4,550. Verify showing all calculations. What we need to know, get the cost for the small trailers first, which is going to be 1,000 plus 350. You understand? But remember, there were 2 trailers for a day. Yes, so we don't need to multiply by 1 day. You already know it's 1 day. So in 1 day, this would be how much? 1,000 plus 350 times 2. So it's 2,700. Then the large ones, how much was it? Remember, this one includes deposit. So we are saying, okay. So large ones, what will it be? It's going to be 1,000 plus 500 times 6. 1.5 times 6, you have 9,000. So we are looking for the money he gets after refunding the deposit. Now, there were 8 trailers, but 1 had a damage. So of the 8,000, it's going to return 7,000. Remember, you have to first add the money from the small trailers plus the money from the big trailers. Here you have 11,700. Together, including deposit. So 11,700 minus the deposit he had to return. Of the 8 trailers, he had to return the deposit of 7,000. Why? One of the 8 trailers had a damage. And in the scenario they told you, 1,000 rand returnable deposit per trailer if there is no damage to the trailer. Okay, so now there we go. Subtract 7,000. We end up having 4,700. So is this statement right? We say it's what? It's incorrect. This was question number. This is question A. Let's look at B, part B. B, the following quotation for the repair and replacement of the rear light was received. New rear light, it costs 242. Labor is 480 per hour or part thereof. Then time required to complete the repair and the maintenance is 1.5 hours. Now, part thereof, meaning if it's 1 hour, 10 minutes, they will count it as 2 hours. Why? The 10 minutes are part of another hour because 1 hour has elapsed, then they have gone for 10 minutes. So this is an hour. So this become, then what are we going to do? They're telling us, verify showing all calculations whether the deposit amount will be sufficient. Will it be enough to cover the total cost of the entire repair and replacement? What are we going to do? We shall start with buying the light plus the 2 hours the guy is going to work for, and each hour is going to charge 480. Okay, so let's find out how much is that. 240 plus 480 times 2. You have the answer as 1,202 rands. And we shall say it's insufficient. It's insufficient. It's insufficient. Okay. Question number 4.2. We look at the economic part of it and we see determine Determine, rounded to the nearest thousand, the missing value of V. What is V? Average payment per vendor. Per vendor, meaning get payment here, divide by the number of vendors, because per vendor. So what we're going to do, we shall say we shall say the payments, which is V will equal to, please don't expand the numbers, leave them the way they are. Because if you try to expand them, they make your work too big. Divided by the number of vendors, which could equal to 0.64. Okay, let's see. Let's wait. Let's say 0.64 divided by 9279. 0.6. Let's do this. 5293 divided by 3927. We have the answers 0.651 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 7. I'm giving it in this number of decimals because when we look at our table here, it has 4 decimal points, 4 figures. They're rounded off to 4 decimal places, 4 decimal points. Okay, that is it. Then write down the sector that has the third largest number of vendors. Third largest number of vendors. Write down the sector that has third largest number of vendors. We are saying third largest of vendors. Third largest. This one is 1. Followed by this. This is 3. Third largest. So we shall say it's manufacturing. It's manufacturing. The manufacturing sector. All right. Calculate in million. The mean VAT of VAT payment amount per economic sector. So we're going to look at we are here. VAT payment, we are here. Isn't it? So we're going to add all these values. When you add all those values, let's try and we say we have 22133 322 plus 73893 plus 76826. Then we have 255 25593. Then 32456. Sorry, 458 plus 22141 and you press equals. Okay, so we've got that answer there. So we've added everything and we got the answer as 481,651. Don't worry, they're all in million. So how many sectors or how many numbers have we added? So they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we divide it by 7. Payment amount. So when we divide this by 7, the easiest way is to come back here. Just press this, divide by 7. The answer becomes 688, 68807, comma 28. This is million. That is million. Arrange the number of vendors in ascending order, small to big. Ascending order. Number of vendors. Number of vendors, small to big. This is our number 1. 1. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's what they want you to do. So we shall come back and we say, in smallest order here, we say 2, 5, to the second 15, 33, 82, we have 39, 279, then 46, 901, we have 8, 10, then okay, that's the arrangement. Now, the value of Q3 for the number of vendors is, all right, for the value of it's that much. Then I say, calculate the interquartile range, IQR for the, so do we have Q1 if the number for vendors? Indeed, Q3 is the middle number. That means also this one, this is our Q1. Because they are 7, so this is the median, our Q2. So what is the median on the left? This becomes our Q1. And this is Q3. So we are looking for the interquartile range, which became 7, 1, 3, 5, 2. Okay, that brings us to question number 5. Cassidy started a small delivery business in London and planned to purchase an electronic car for the business. Table 8 shows the information on 2 car purchase options, A and B, that she could choose from. The details are there. Option A, the payment period, both have for 48 months, which is 4 years. Then we have the deposit for the first month and installment. This here we go. The month ending, it's there. Then the compulsory monthly pay, it's there. Take note, they have VAT. It's 20%. It's not 50. Okay. Calculate the total maintenance cover for the payment period for option B. So now, option B, we shall see it already that option B, it's there. So we are looking at maintenance, it's this one here. So meaning we shall come down here and we say 24 times 48. 24 times 48, and these are pounds. So we have 1,152 pounds. Cassidy chooses option A. Give one possible reason why Cassidy chose option A. In my reasoning, it would be that the first, no, sorry, the deposit and the first installment were cheaper compared to option B. Were cheaper compared to option B. Then calculate the total amount, including VAT, that she would have paid at the end of the payment period. At the end of the payment period. Now, it's option A. Cassidy chooses option what? So we go there and we see at the end. So remember 117. This is the first money she paid and the deposit. Plus how much will she be paying every month? 195 pounds 61 pennies. Okay, plus the maintenance fee, which is 25 pounds 36. So this is going to be paid every month, so we multiply it for 48. Not include, this is once off. However, this is monthly. So every month you'll be paying this month. So come up with the answer there. 117. Let's say 117. 117. 3, 66 plus, open bracket, 195, 661 plus 25, 36, close brackets, times 48. The answer became answer is 11,780. Now, they said including VAT. So we are going to include their VAT is 20. So we shall multiply by 1,2. Multiply by 1,2. Times 1,2, which is 14,136. 14,136, 26. Okay. Okay. All right. Cassidy's auntie is in Switzerland. Offers to pay the deposit and the first month installment. Then they're asking us the table for conversion. So they calculate in Swiss franc the deposit and the first month interest for option A. Remember, for option A, they tell you you're going to pay this much, 1,173. So we are changing this 1,173, 66. These are pounds. but we want to change them to Swiss money. All right. So what we're going to do, and what we have here, these are rands. So this rand, so meaning for only 1 Swiss franc, you have this much rands. For only £1, you have that much. So if you're to change to Swiss, so meaning we are going to change first. First we are changing from pounds to rands, then rands to the Swiss what? Okay, that's what you have to know. Okay, let's do that. When we are changing pounds to rands, we shall use any of our choice here. We can use this one here, meaning we shall get 100, so 1,173.66 times this money, which is 23 rands. 23 rands. Once you do that, you have got the answer as you said you're doing 1173.66 times 23.0. So you have 27,228. 228, comma, 228,91. These are rands. We are not interested in rands. We want Swiss. So if you're going to change to Swiss, that means you're going to divide this by 20. So we're going to divide it by 20, 20,48, and becomes 13,000. Yeah, 1,300. 1,329 Swiss franc. Okay. Question number 5, it says husband has a car with 40-liter petrol tank capacity. The price of the petrol may change from month to month. Annexure B in answer book shows a graph of the average petrol prices per month in pounds for 4 months period during 2024. Okay, let's look at that and let's see. Use annexure B and the information above to answer the questions that follow. The average inflation rate over the 4 months period during 2024 was 21. Average rate. So meaning the mean. You understand? When you add these 4 months, the mean they got was this much. So how are we going to get the value of C? We shall ask ourselves and ask ourselves, how do they get it? They added everything, then what I'm going to say, going to be mean times 4 minus 22. Okay, which became, now our mean is already given as 21. So 21 is this one here. Sorry, 2,1, not 21, 2,1. So when I do that nicely, I end up having an answer as 1,7. 1,7. 2.1 times 4 minus, open brackets, 2,2 times 2 plus 2,3, which is 1.7. Which is 1.7. Okay. Cassidy stated that the difference in the cost of full tank of petrol from July 2024 to it's this much. The cost. So let's look at the full tank now. This is cost per liter. Approximately, this could be 1.45 where it is. And when you come here, August, this could be 1.4. To 5. 2.5, I believe it's a quote. It's a half of that. Half. Okay. Approximately, that's where we are. So what we do, look for the price. Oh, we can subtract them by the way. So we shall have to subtract 1,45 minus 1,425. Let's get the answer. We have the answer as this much. Remember the vehicle is 40 liters, so we multiply that by 40. The answer becomes what? 1. Don't we forget to say it's what? It's invalid. Calculate in pound per liter the cost of pound per liter, the cost of petrol during June 2020. So now in June 2020, July, never change to remain in line, meaning it's remained the same. So we should use the one for 2024 inflation rate that we have, and we work backwards. So the price was Describe the trend. July 2024 to October. Let's describe what we're describing here. It was the same. July to August, it was constant. Was constant in August to September. It decreased. Then September, October, it increased. And this marks the end of our paper.